When someone appears in your dreams, it means that psychology meets the divine. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a strange, lingering feeling, as if someone's presence still hovers in the air, even though your eyes are open? That face you saw in your dream, it won't leave your mind. Their voice still echoes softly, and for a moment you can't tell if it was real or just a dream. But what if I told you dreams are not random? What if the person who appears in your dream is not just a memory, but a message, a whisper from your soul, or perhaps from something higher? 1. The unseen thread of connection. According to psychology, dreams are your mind's way of sorting emotions you couldn't express while awake. But the spiritual truth goes deeper. When someone keeps appearing in your dreams, it means your energies are still connected. Your souls are still talking, even when your mouths are silent. You see, there are bonds that logic cannot explain. Some people are not meant to stay in your daily life, yet their presence lingers in the invisible space of your subconscious. You may have stopped speaking. You may have walked away, but your soul, your deeper essence, never truly forgot. Dreams become the meeting place. They are where unspoken words are finally heard, and where hearts speak the language of energy, not language. 2. The psychology behind the spiritual pull. From a psychological view, dreaming of someone often means your mind is trying to find closure or clarity. The dream recreates situations, giving you a safe place to feel what you never allowed yourself to feel in reality. Sometimes it's not that person you miss. It's the feeling they gave you. The peace, the excitement, the validation. Your subconscious holds on to that, replaying it until you finally understand what you truly needed. But spiritually, it's not just about memory. It's about energy exchange. When two souls share a strong bond, whether of love, pain, or to destiny, that energy transcends time and distance. Even if they are miles away, or even if you haven't spoken in years, the connection still hums quietly between you. And that's why some nights, their soul shows up in your dream, as if gently reminding you, I'm still here. You're not alone. 3. Dreams as the mirror of the heart. Every dream has layers. The surface shows the story, but underneath lies emotion, truth, and hidden desire. If you see someone smiling at you in a dream, it could mean peace between your souls, a silent forgiveness, or their higher self visiting to comfort you. If you see conflict, tears, or distance, it often means your inner self is still healing from something left unresolved. Psychologists call this emotional integration, but in divine language, it's spiritual communication, because sometimes souls say goodbye not through words, but through dreams. For when they dream of you too, you might not realize this, but when you dream of someone often, there's a high chance they dream of you too. Energy is reciprocal. When your heart thinks of someone intensely, their subconscious feels that call. You wake up with their name in your mind, and somewhere, without knowing why, they feel an unexplainable wave of emotion, a strange nostalgia, or an urge to think of you. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. It's what happens when two souls vibrate on the same frequency. Even if separated by time, ego, or silence, the divine doesn't measure love by logic. It measures by vibration, by how deeply two hearts mirror each other's longing. 5. God's way of reminding you. Sometimes dreams are not about romance or loss. They're reminders, a divine nudge from the universe saying, remember the lesson this person brought into your life. It might be a warning not to repeat a pattern, or a sign to reach out, to forgive, or to finally let go. Each dream is a message coded in emotion, and the language of dreams is felt, not understood. The spiritual world often uses your dreams to reach you, when your waking mind is too noisy to listen. That's why you see their face right before a big decision, or when your heart feels uncertain. It's the universe's way of whispering, "Be still. I'm showing you something." 6. Unfinished energy always returns. Psychologically, unfinished stories replay in the subconscious until they're complete. Spiritually, unfinished energy seeks resolution through dreams. You may think you've moved on, but deep inside, there's a piece of emotion still unexpressed. Maybe you never said how much you love them. Maybe you never said how deeply they hurt you. Or maybe they left without saying goodbye. Dreams become the final stage of closure. It's where your soul writes the ending that your reality never did. So when you dream of someone again and again, don't rush to forget. Ask your heart, what does this connection still need? Forgiveness? Understanding? Or maybe just peace? Because the moment you learn the lesson, their soul will stop visiting so often. Not because they've gone, but because both of you have finally healed. 7. When the dream feels too real. Sometimes dreams feel more real than reality. You wake up with tears on your face, or warmth on your skin where they touched you. Psychologists call it sensory carryover. Your brain's emotional memory replaying physical sensation. But those who understand the divine know something more. These are soul visits. When souls are deeply connected, they can meet in the astral plane, a realm where physical distance disappears. That's why some dreams don't fade with time. They feel like a real encounter, a sacred meeting of two energies that still recognize each other beyond the human story. And sometimes, those meetings bring comfort. Other times, they awaken longing. But always, they mean something. 8. The hidden meaning, what your soul is trying to tell you. Every time someone appears in your dream, it means your soul is sending you a message through their image. Maybe that person represents a chapter of your life, a version of yourself that needs healing. Or maybe they are the bridge, the one whose energy helped awaken your spirit. Dreams reveal who still holds emotional gravity in your world, not always because you love them, but because they helped shape who you became. And sometimes that's why you keep seeing them, not to return to them, but to thank the past for shaping your growth. 9. Letting the dream teach you, not trap you. When you keep dreaming of someone, don't overanalyze, listen. Your higher self is speaking through symbols. Ask, what do I feel during this dream? Am I peaceful, angry, nostalgic, or healed? Because that emotion is the message. The dream itself is only the vehicle. And if you ever feel haunted by their presence, say this prayer before sleeping. If this connection is meant for my growth, let it stay in peace. If it is meant to be released, let me rest in freedom. The spiritual world always honors that request, because the purpose of dreams is never to chain you, but to free you through understanding. 10. When the dreams finally stop. One day, you'll realize you haven't seen them in your dreams for a while, and that will mean healing has happened. It doesn't mean you've forgotten. It means your soul no longer needs that conversation. You've learned a lesson. You've integrated the emotion. You've grown. And in that silence, you'll feel peace, the kind that doesn't come from forgetting, but from understanding why it happened in the first place. Crescent Moon final message. So, when someone appears in your dreams, it doesn't always mean they miss you, or that you must go back to them. Sometimes it means your souls are still finishing a sacred conversation. Sometimes it means the universe is showing you what's still unhealed. And sometimes it's a gentle reminder from above that love, in its purest form, never truly disappears. It just changes shape, from presence to memory, from longing to lesson, from pain to peace. So tonight, when you close your eyes, and if they appear again, don't be afraid. Just whisper silently in your heart, "I understand. I release. Thank you for visiting." And then let the dream fade, knowing that somewhere in the unseen world, your souls just said their final, beautiful goodbye. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.